What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Alex. We're back again. Finally. The playoff is today. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm just I'm just too hyped right now, man. It's the playoff is today. It's hard to believe that the playoff is today because I remember like it was yesterday. Like the regular season just started. You had the Cavaliers versus the Knicks. You got the Spurs versus the Warriors. Y'all remember that, right? So it's just crazy. Everything's happened so fast that we're in the playoffs. But anyway, for this video, this is gonna be my Eastern Conference prediction. Who's gonna make it out of the East? And as far as the matchup, you got the Cavaliers versus the Pacers. You have the Celtics versus the Bulls. You have the Wizards versus the Hawks, and you have the Raptors versus the Bucks. So without further ado, let's get started with my prediction. First things first. The Celtics and Bulls. That's gonna be a great series. Let's be honest. That could go to Game 7. Like Bulls and Celtics, that game is gonna be really physical. I can already tell. It's gonna be a physical game. It's gonna be a physical matchup between the Celtics and the Bulls. But if I had to pick, I would choose the Celtics. I think the Celtics could beat the Bulls, and it won't be easy. Like I said, that could go to Game 7. It could go to Game 6, but I'm saying Game 7 though. I'm gonna say Game 7, and like I said, it's gonna be an interesting matchup because Bulls, Butler ain't going down fight. Wade, Rondo, all those guys. What's his name? Robin Lopez. Those guys is gonna give the Celtics a lot of hell. And the Celtics, they're gonna give everything they got. And like I said, that game could go to Game 7. So, but if I had to choose, like I said, I would choose the Celtics. I think I would say Celtics in 7. But it will be an interesting matchup, though. I can't wait for that series. And you got the Cavs versus the Pacers, which I'll say Cavs in 5. It could go to 6, but when it comes to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, that game, I just had that weird feeling, that weird feeling that the Cavaliers is gonna spank the Indiana Pacers. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna spank them. They're gonna beat the holy crap out of them because regular season, yeah, they wasn't really playing that great, but when we get to the playoffs, the Cavaliers, they just turn on that switch and they just click from there. So I won't be surprised if it be a sweep, but I'm still go with the Cavaliers. Game 5 could be Game 6, but I'll say Game 5. Raptors and Bucks. I don't know why. I'm not saying the Raptors not good. I understand they got PJ Tucker and Serge Ibaka, but I think the Bucks are a little bit better than them. That's just me. Me personally, that's just me. I think the Bucks are a better team than them. So I mean, y'all can disagree with me all you want, but I just think the Bucks are better than the Raptors. But because even if the Raptors does make it, let's say they do beat the Bucks, most likely they're not going to beat Cleveland in the second round because whoever most likely if Cleveland beat the Pacers, they got to face all the Bucks or the Raptors. So Raptors they're not gonna be Cleveland. And I'm not saying the Bucks will be Cleveland, but I think they will be a more better matchup and an interesting series if the Bucks make it to the second round when they face the Cavaliers. Like I said, I'm not gonna say the Bucks are gonna beat the Cavs, but I think the Bucks will make it an interesting series against the Cavs. So I'm rooting for the Bucks in 6. I'll say Bucks in 6. And also you got Wizards and Atlanta Hawks. I'll say Wizards. Hawks they're gonna give everything they got, but I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean Hawks, they're a good team, but I'm gonna say Wizards in 5. Wizards in 5 could be 6, could be 7, but I'll say Wizards in 5. So the second round, you got the Cavs versus the Bucks. You got the Celtics versus the Wizards. That's gonna be another physical matchup. John Wall doesn't like Jay Crowder, so it's like that's gonna be physical as hell. Wizards and Celtics, because that's a toss up. But dang, Celtics, it's not gonna be easy for the Celtics, man, because the Bulls, that's gonna be a difficult team they gotta match up with. And then after that, they gotta match up with the Wizards or the Hawks, but I'll say the Wizards. Wizards and no, I can't say the Wizards. I will still go with the Celtics though. Celtics in 6. But it could, like I said, if the playoffs, anything could happen. So, oh man, that's a tough matchup. Wizards and Celtics, but I'll have to say Celtics in 6. But I won't be surprised if Wizards beat them. But I'll say Celtics in 6. They will go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and most likely the Cavaliers. I think the Bucks will make an interesting series, but I think the Cavaliers will succeed and they will beat the Bucks in 5. Could be a sweep. It could be a sweep. There's a possibility it could be a sweep, but it won't be like an easy sweep. You know, like last year when the Cavs faced the when they fought the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, the Detroit Pistons, and they swept them, but it wasn't like an easy sweep. You know, Pistons, they gave everything they got, and Cavs most likely they end up sweeping them, but it wasn't like an easy sweep. That's how I really feel about the Bucks. I think it's gonna be a sweep, but it's not gonna be an easy sweep. But it could go to Game 5, and then you have the Cavaliers versus the Celtics, which everyone wants to see. And honestly, though, I like the Celtics. Yeah, I like Isaiah. He been hooping this year. I like Avery Bradley. I like Crowder. I like all those guys at Hartford. But I don't think they don't have that much depth like the Cavaliers do. I mean, for heaven's sakes, you got Kyle Korver, Derek Williams. You got Derek Williams. It's funny because you got Derek Williams and Derek Williams. You got Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and there's just so much depth you really got to worry about. And you also got Richard Jefferson. You have a Channing Frye. They got that new dude. I don't know his name, but he's like 7'3". But y'all know what I'm talking about. This guy's like freaking 7'3". And they could rotate that team. The Cavs, they could rotate. And they could play the small ball. They could play the big ball. They could switch and rotate that team. And I like the Celtics, but I don't think the Celtics don't have that much like the Cavs does. Because you know, LeBron he's a threat when it comes to that playoffs. LeBron, Kyrie, those guys are a threat. And of course, you know, Kevin Love. But I don't think the Celtics have much depth. But I think the Celtics, I think they'll give it everything they got. But I'll say Cavs in 6. Cavs in 6. I don't think it will be a sweep, but I'll say Cavs in 6. And most likely, they will make it to the NBA Finals. And they're going to face the Spurs or the Warriors. Who knows, the Rockets. But in the next video, I am going to make a video about my Western Conference prediction. Who's going to make it out the West. And I was going to talk about the matchups. But so be aware of that. But there you have it. I think the Cavs are going to make it back to the finals. And they're going to face the Spurs, the Warriors, the Rockets. I don't know. But I will tell y'all my next prediction about the Western Conference. So anyway, I think the Eastern Conference should be interesting as far as the Celtics. I think the Celtics could beat the Bulls, but it won't be easy. And if they manage to go to the second round, they could most likely meet up with the Wizards. And that's a matchup that everyone wants to see. That's going to be a crazy matchup. I would love to see the Wizards, the Celtics. I would love to see that. That's going to be a crazy, crazy matchup. And then I have a feeling as far as the Cavs, if they face the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, I just had that weird feeling the Celtics, they'll give it everything they got, but it just won't be enough to beat the Cavaliers. And that Celtics, like I said, it will go Game 6. Game 6, the Celtics can win like 2 games, and the Cavs could beat them in 6, and that'll be it right there. The Cavs will be in the NBA Finals, but that's just my opinion. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This is your boy Alex. Subscribe.